What is up, Heffas and friends? Welcome to another episode of Java and Journeys with Jillian. If you're new here to this channel, how are you? My name is Jillian and welcome to another caffeinated adventure. And friends, we are here at the Festival of the Holidays at EPCOT. I actually don't think I had the opportunity to come here for this event during the daytime last year at all. So as we're getting closer, of course, we are hoping that Disney gives us all the great holiday vibes. We're able to catch some of the shows. And y'all, instead of milk and cookies, we're actually going to switch things up because as a part of the Festival of the Holidays celebrations, they have a lot of interesting beer and cookie combinations. And you all know I'm not a big beer drinker, but I am interested in some of the flavors that they have, as well as some of the good eats. So buckle it up, Buttercup, and let's go ahead and get on this caffeinated journey together. And friends, as you can see, there is so much overcast going on right now, and it is actually a bit cooler than what it typically is for Florida weather. So we're getting a cold front, which y'all know, typically I am so grateful for all the cold fronts, but I am feeling a bit frigid. Like, I'm like, should I have brought another layer? So I'm hoping that I'm not going to give Disney any of my coin. I don't think it's going to get cold enough to where I have to purchase another jacket. Here's hoping, because I'm like, girl, let's just get that Java and warm up. And so with that being said, why not start off our caffeinated adventure, y'all, over at Joffrey's. So for Festival of the Holidays, they also have some specialty coffee drinks. So we're going to go ahead and get warmed up, lift up our spirits, and see what they are serving over here. And you all already know, hopefully my boo Joffrey, our relationship is always so contentious because you never know. You never know what that Heffa is going to be giving you, y'all. I've been trying to give him a chance. So I am hoping that he does not do me dirty on this day, okay? Because it is the holiday season. We don't have time for any trickery up in here. So y'all, right now, one of the specials at this particular Joffrey stand, and this is over by Test Track in this area, over across by like Connections Eatery. They have this holiday cookie latte, and I already told you all it's a little bit chilly out. So I don't know that I'm actually interested in getting anything cold. But this is one of the many treats. Let's check out and see what's on the other side because my co-producer is trying to get my attention. Okay, y'all. So for annual pass holders, they have this Yuletide Log Mocha. I am probably going to go ahead, try this out first, and we're going to see if we're going to start this journey out on a right note. And again, I want to try some of the other specialty coffees that they have here today, but I'm like, I need something warm. I cannot do something cold. So let's go ahead and get that Yuletide Log Latte. So y'all, while we're waiting for our coffee drink to be made, I had no idea they actually had this like holiday pass holder coffee exclusive. So I don't even know that I'm going to be able to do this in enough time because I don't have the topmost tier for my annual pass. I think I maybe have the Sorcerer's Pass. Maybe that's like the second to highest. But anyway, that has blackout dates. So let's see. It looks like this holiday exclusive passport, and so you get your stamps on the back here, is good from November 13th through December 30th. So y'all, I don't know if that's enough time because this is the last week. If you're a pass holder, depending on the tier that you have, and has blackout dates, this is going to be the last week. And so by the time I post this, y'all, it's already done and dusted. So, you know, I don't know, should I like try this challenge? Maybe, we'll see. There's a lot of other things I want to do this week as well. And like I said, Joffrey, our relationship is always on the highs and the lows, the ups and the downs. So we'll see, honey. But it is busy up over here though at this moment. So we're going to continue to wait for our coffee, and then we're going to head to one of the other booths to get a little bit of nosh. I would like to probably get something not just a cookie to start with, but we'll see what happens, Heffas. Stay tuned. All right, Heffas, we have our Yuletide Log Latte. Let's see if this is going to be giving all the spirit of the holiday. Cheers. Thank you for joining me on this caffeinated adventure. Ooh, this is good. Y'all, I was looking at my co-producer. I'm like, I should not always look this surprised, but y'all, the coffees at Joffrey's are so hit and miss for me. And I did not get any adjustments. So You taste some of that mocha. It has good flavoring. The espresso is all right. And I will tell you that this doesn't, if you're into like Yuletide logs, I think the closest comparison that I can find to it that you probably have had is some sort of like Swiss roll situation. This tastes like a chocolatey, almost like a caffeinated Swiss roll, so to speak. So y'all, this is gonna warm me up, so I am happy to just have something. I'm like, I need my caffeine, I need to get warm. And I know those of you all that are living in other parts of the US and maybe even globally where you are actually getting hit with like tried and true cold weather like Heffa, if you don't shut up. Yes, I know, I'm gonna be quiet and enjoy my 60-degree weather. All right, Heffas, let's go ahead and head on to the next booth so that way we can get our treat on. All right, friends, so we are just outside the Odyssey Pavilion and already checking out some of the beer options as well as treats. Now, I'm less interested in the treats over here, more interested in the beer. And so right now, in the spirit of the season, you all hear the screaming kids. Y'all, the kids have been on one. Like, I don't know what's happening. You know, this is what it is. I am like, in the spirit of the season, meltdowns. That's what you get when you come over here. So you've been warned. But for the festival, of course, they call it the Holiday Hearth Desserts. And here are some of the treats. So over here, you see the red velvet cake pop, the reindeer chow, and some other things, y'all. I'm actually not interested in any of this. And my co-producer was saying that he had heard that the cranberry oatmeal cookie was not very good. We're gonna pass all that. Now, to me, where it gets more interesting is when you go down the menu, you look at the beverages with alcohol. And I think we're gonna end up doing the beer flight. But I'm like, yes, like let's try the Jack Frost IPA, let's try the cranberry vanilla wheat ale, let's try the chocolate imperial blonde stout. And I think I've mentioned this before on the channel, y'all, I'm not the biggest beer drinker, but when beers have interesting flavors and combinations, typically I do far better at those than just like kind of like your standard IPAs or your standard stouts. So let's go ahead, let's head on inside the Holiday Hearth and see if maybe we can also spot Goofy. But let's get our priorities together. No shade to Goofy, but I'm ready to get this beer flight going. All right, y'all, we are walking through. Go ahead and get our order on. Friends, here is Santa Goofy, and there's really not much of a crazy line, so I'm like, maybe I'll go ahead and get my picture on with Goof. But y'all, this is essentially what the pavilion looks like on the inside, and of course it's all decorated out for the holiday season. Let's go ahead and get to those beers, which I am looking forward to trying out. All right, friends, here is our beer flight. So this one is the Jack Frost IPA. The center is the cranberry vanilla wheat ale. And then we have the white chocolate imperial stout over here on the right side. So let's go ahead and get into it.
That is wild. I've never seen like a stout that's black like this.
All right, friends. So let's go ahead and get into the Jack Frost IPA. Cheers, Heffas. This one's not bad. This one's not bad, y'all. And again, not a big beer drinker over here, but I like the fact that this does not have like that kind of like nasty, like hoppy taste to it. It's a very clean beer, but it doesn't really, to me, have like any type of like Christmassy flavor. You want to try it? Now, my co-producer, he is definitely the person that is like the craft beer drinker. What do you think of that?
Solid.
Yeah, solid? Yeah, there's like nothing to it at all, y'all. And actually, before I get on my tirade, I'm like, let's move on to the second one. Because y'all are like, you're like, be quiet. Can you please move it on? All right, y'all. So this is going to be the interesting one. This is the cranberry wheat IPA. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, I like this one better than the Jack Frost. Yeah. Oh, y'all, this is nice. The cranberry flavor is actually not super prominent, but what I do taste is the vanilla for sure. Yeah, that one's really nice. I really like that one. I feel like, again, I am drawn to beers that have like flavor than like your standard. And not that the Jack Frost one was bad. It was fine. It was a good IPA. That center one, the cranberry vanilla, that's nice. Would you agree? Yeah, more vanilla than cranberry.
Either way, it's kind of smooth.
Yeah, it's very smooth. It's very smooth.
We do with a little bit of that flavor.
And let's try this last one, y'all, which is the white chocolate. I don't know what to think about this. Y'all, I'm not really getting notes of white chocolate in this, and it's not bad. It's just, I don't know. It's very different. So my favorite one so far is that center one, the cranberry vanilla. I don't know what to think about that. And that one is a blonde stout, which, y'all, it's very unusual for stouts to be a blonde color. Typically, your stouts are going to be a lot darker. Think of like Guinness, for example. What do you think?
I like it.
My co-producer likes it. I think it's fine. My favorite one is that center one. So again, if you're someone like me, not the biggest beer drinker, but you love like beers that have some sort of flavor profile, grab that cranberry vanilla IPA, I believe. Yeah, wheat ale, excuse me, not IPA. So the cranberry vanilla wheat ale, grab that over here at the Holiday Hearth, AKA Odyssey. We're gonna continue to sip on these beers, y'all, and maybe get a photo with Goofy up ahead if the line stays pretty short, and then move on to grab our next treats. All right, friends, we have now made it over to Las Posadas, and there are some treats I'm definitely interested in trying. So notably the tostada de carne. I'm interested in that one, and you'll see, friends, that that is basically braised beef tips with black beans, crispy onions, and queso fresco. They also have this dulce de leche churro that looks really good, and because we are getting into our beverages with alcohol, we are going to try the horchata margarita. So let's go ahead and get in line for these good eats and treats. And friends, while we're waiting in line, let's chit chat for a second. So notably, if I end up getting the photo with Goofy, I will post it here. If you do not see me post it, it's because your girl was not successful, because the line started getting a little bit longer, and I just thought to myself, I'll come back and do this later, because we don't want to waste any time, y'all. We want to get into the good food while we're here at EPCOT. And y'all, I meant to also ask too, if you are a Heffa that loves to drink beers, are any of those beers that we just reviewed at the Holiday Hearth, do any of those sound interesting to you? Because I'm like, we're starting this out on a pretty good note. You know, Joffrey and I were making amends with our, that Java drink that he gave to wasn't too shabby. And y'all, for me, if I tell you that a beer is good, again, as someone who is not a big beer drinker, trust me on that. If you love different type of flavor combination beers, I know some of you all are real persnickety with your beers, and you want your beer to taste like a beer, and I feel you on that. I need a little bit of flavor, okay? And friends, here is our tostada. And you see the braised beef tips here on top. Of course, you see the black beans, the queso fresco, the crispy onions. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, this looks really sad. This is a very sad, this tostada is not having a very happy holiday, but maybe it's because they've been, drinking a lot of that Mexican horchata margarita, which, speaking of which, we have right here. And I am truly intrigued by this because I've never had a horchata flavored margarita. And we have our little gingerbread man on top. And last but certainly not least, we have our churro right here. So I'm looking forward to trying all this, and you see the filling on the inside. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, it's recording now. Hold it right there. Our friends, let's try our sad looking. You know what? We're going to reverse our mindset here. We're going to say our drunken tostada. Okay, the tostada sip, girl. Ain't nobody sad over here. Ain't nobody sad. This is actually really good, y'all. I'm not saying that because I've had a few beers. Listen, technically I've had the equivalent of a little less than half a beer, but this is okay. You're not going to be disappointed. My co-producer is holding the camera because I was like, I can't do this. I can't. Y'all hear that crunch, Heffas? You hear that crunch? Y'all, this is okay. I take back what I was thinking, because I was like, I don't know about this. This is actually pretty tasty. So if you come out here within the next like couple weeks, I would say this is one to put on your list. It's not like standing in a long line. I wouldn't say like make this tostada your priority, but if you want something tasty and the line is short, this is a good way to start. Let's wash it down, our drunken tostada, with our horchata margarita. Cheers. Ooh, you're gonna like that. My co-producer loves horchatas. And this cinnamony, I was worried because I'm like, lime and milk, margarita horchata, this works, y'all. I don't know how it works, but somehow it does work. Ooh, y'all, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to make it. Some of y'all have done like the drinking around the world. I don't know how you all do it. And right now, actually, I'm thankful I did not wear that extra layer. Ha ha, Disney. You didn't get more of my coin because I did not engage in capitalism and buy another jacket that I do not need. Ha ha. Joke's on you. Y'all, when you are drinking like this, if you have the luxury and the flexibility of time, come out here during this time of year, because I'm like, I can't imagine on a hot day drinking things like this and just drinking all day. I'm not built for that. But right now, I can meet the moment right now because the weather is cooler. All right, y'all. And let's get into our churro. Now, those of y'all that have been watching me, you already know. The churros at Disneyland are top notch. I have not really found a churro here that I like love.
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, okay. That's our, where was that at again?
Nomad Lounge.
Nomad Lounge, okay. Nomad Lounge has the best churros, Disney World property. For those of you all that are big Disney heads, drop down in the comments. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Let's break this open. Ooh, y'all, look at that. You see the filling? That looks really good. Let's try out, because I do love me some dulce de leche. It's good. It's fine, y'all. This is actually not bad at all. It does not compare to Disneyland. Disneyland, outside of the Nomad Lounge, has the best churros. So what I love about this is that it's not intensely sweet. It's crispy. It doesn't taste stale at all. That's my beef with a lot of the churros that you may get at the theme parks around here. I wish I had more of the, I need more dulce de leche, but not bad. So far, of all the things that I've had, I will say this is insanely good. So if you find yourself out here, grab the margarita horchata, and then as like my second best thing will be the tostada, but I'm not disappointed at all by any of these treats so far. And friends, as we are passing through the Mexico Pavilion, y'all, I am shooketh, because you never know what you're gonna get at these things. And that's just the real talk. And you see the crowds here today, pretty standard, pretty typical, y'all. As I've said before in a lot of my videos on this channel, that like there really isn't, especially since Rona, that Heffa, there is no such thing as a non-busy day. You may have days with lighter crowds, but every day at Disney is going to be busy. But yeah, I'm shook. I'm like, wow, that actually good start. Festival of the Holidays, right? Had some good beer, had some good treats. We're still circling around, y'all. We're going to be trying out even more. But I was gonna say, this was the rant. Do y'all see how my brain works and how I kind of like hop all over the place? Uh-oh, y'all, we have a... Y'all, I promise you, I'm trying to work on my little ADHD brain, but you know, sometimes when you see things happening, you just gotta get it. But they have like a little performance going on over here. But what I was gonna say, the rant I was gonna go on was that, y'all, you know I try to hold it down and keep it tried and true here. And it's funny because my co-producer was like, oh, you were selling that latte. And I was like, I was? I mean, the latte was good, but I mean, it wasn't like great. Like I wouldn't tell you that it is a far cry from anything that I would consider to be one of the best lattes I've ever had. A far cry from that. But for Joffrey's, it was good. It was fine. And I'm like, what, did I not sound authentic? Y'all, listen, I am never going to lie. I am a very new content creator. I am not sponsored by anyone in anything that I have made so far to date. Y'all, we are in the month of December 2025. Things could always change. But like anything that I talk about and I share about with you all is from my perspective. Someone else may have an entirely different perspective, but I'm always going to keep it 100 because you Heffas already know. I've already said this. I've said this at Universal. I'll say it at Disney. Anyone can catch these bullets any time of day. Like, period. Like, I will be respectfully honest. I'm not going to be ratchet unless the energy comes to me when it comes to my reviews and how I feel about things. But I'm always going to keep it 100. If I say that something's okay, I'll let you all infer what you want to think. Oh, let's see what's over here at Shanghai, y'all, as I'm walking through it on my rant. So the holiday kitchen here at Shanghai looks like they have some fried rice, spring rolls. Okay, y'all. All right. I'm good to keep it. I am like pass. There's nothing interesting enough for me to spend that coin on. And this is another thing, y'all. I do a lot of talking in my videos, and you can always skip around. You know that, right? You're not going to offend me. I appreciate anyone, even if you just watch for a few minutes. Now, girl, I want you to watch the full video. But I appreciate anyone who takes the time out to click on my channel. But y'all, I'm just going to keep it, I'm going to keep it real. And if you will ever feel that I'm not being, if you perceive me as not being authentic, you are more than welcome to holla at your girl. But don't come for me unless you have a check for me, honey. Heffas, we're right outside the China Pavilion and we have some performers. And this is what's really nice about being at EPCOT is that they'll have things like this during the day, and especially when there's a festival going on. My co-producer was actually just talking about the timing for things. I'm not used to being here during the day to be able to catch anything at all. And it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. Like I always end up coming out here on the evenings because that's when it's cooler and it feels better. So friends, in between some of our food tastings, I'll show you some highlights of a few performances that are going on, again, in spirit of the Festival of the Holidays here at EPCOT. So I hope you enjoy those in between some of the good eats and treats.
Oh, yeah, well, we made it. Hello, everyone. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the legendary Barn Santa.
Hello there! We love the holidays at EPCOT. My name is Sigrid, and I am the holiday ambassador for the Norway Pavilion.
Well, I should be getting back to the hayloft to get ready for the big day. But before I go, remember this, kids. Friends, uphold the values of Christmas. Be kind and spread joy and cheer. Be good to your garden Santa throughout the new year. Go! Okay.
All right, so what did you think of the performers over in the China Pavilion? Also over in the Norway Pavilion, they have a storyteller, and of course it was like this whole concept of a barn Santa, and basically the storyteller was talking about the legend of the barn Santa and how that mythical character basically protects the Norwegian farmers, yielding them good crops, protecting their animals, things like that. So the kids would feed the barn Santa porridge with cinnamon and butter and sugar. So it's just very cute, right? So they have these little performances going on throughout some of the pavilions in EPCOT. So we'll continue to show you a bit more of those performance highlights as we continue to try some tasty delights and drink some really nice beverages. Heffas, we have made our way over to the Italian Pavilion because we are waiting for the next storyteller performer in between treats. My co-producer actually went over to check out the pizza line, which is on the other side of this little stage right here, to see what's giving, because some of the pizza slices we've seen some folks walking around with look really good. But yeah, this is the pavilion. It looks very beautiful for the season. Of course, you see some of the garland strung around. And I hope you all enjoy just a little bit of the highlights of the storyteller over in Italy.
No, Isabella, no! Oh, no, Isabella, no, Isabella, no. I'm sorry. I have a chat with her, okay? Okay. Just go to say. Stay there. Watch her. Okay. She's a bit nervous, with good reason. Have you seen any witches? Oh, sorry. Have you seen any mean witches? No? Oh, good. Oh, phew. Isabella, our friends say no mean witches, so now we celebrate. Buon Natale! Buon Natale! You know what this means? Merry Christmas, see? You're here to hear my story, huh? It's a good one, huh? My name is La Befana, and I am a witch. But I'm a good witch. I am a good witch. You know, the mean witches, you know what they do to me? They tease me, huh? They are not nice to me. But I think it's because they are jealous of me. They know that I, La Befana, am the gift giver here in Italia. If the children are good, I bring the sweets, the treats, the toys. If you are not so good, what do I bring? Who said Cole? You said Cole. I recognize you now. I kid. Now, Natale con i tuoi. Celebrate Easter with whomever you choose, but Christmas always with your own. Buon Natale! Buon Natale! Grazie mille. I will come down here. We get a picture. I'm having a good hair day.
Now, we have just finished the storytelling at the Italy Pavilion. We are now over in the German Pavilion, so pretty much next door. And we are at the Bavaria Holiday Kitchen. And y'all, we are going to try that pork schnitzel. And I don't know, I'm contemplating trying the gold wine because it's a hot spice wine served warm. And again, it's a little chilly. It's a little chilly out here. And then also we are doing cookies because you will know, it's like what I talked about at the beginning of our journey here, that we're doing cookies and beer, or beer and cookies, play on the milk and cookies. And y'all, we are going to get the Linzer cookie that is over toward the bottom with the shape of Mickey in the center with like the powdered sugar on top. Now, a lot of people are here for the cookie as a part of the Cookie Stroll. You can kind of see a little bit of the line, y'all. It's intense in terms of like just the food and everything. Yeah, y'all. So I'm looking forward, though, to trying that pork schnitzel. I'm looking forward to the cookie. Maybe I'll do the wine. We'll see. I'll probably likely do it because I'm like, ooh, spiced wine. There's like nothing like not having a little bit of spiced wine in time for the holiday season. And Heffas, drop down in the comments. Let me know. I know the highlights are like super brief, super quick. So La Bonafana, the Italian storyteller, basically she is a good witch, and she gives the children gifts and treats in their stockings because, in terms of the lore, is that she was in search of going to see the baby Jesus born in Bethlehem. She was following the star faded away, so she missed her opportunity. So since then, she's been looking and peering into the houses, see the faces of the kids asleep, and because that reminds her of the beautiful star and her journey to go see the baby Jesus that she never got a chance to see, she gets filled with warmth and light and gives the kids basically little gifts because she was hoping to give her gift to the baby Jesus. So that sounds a little bit more sad than what it is, but it was really uplifting, and the storyteller was great. And let me tell you, La Bonafana, honey, she was talking about her haters there at the beginning, because I'm like, even the bad witches got a problem. Don't nobody want to see you filled with joy. Don't nobody want to see you happy, right? So she was like, as you all heard, like, should I continue to give gifts? Should I like hide from the bad witches? People were like, no. And I'm like, girl, that's right. Sometimes you got to pay your haters in dust and not let anyone take your joy away from you. So I thought that was just a fun story, and we're hoping to catch a couple more of the storytellers. But for now, we are going to go ahead, wait in line, and I will circle back with you all as soon as we get our pork schnitzel, our Linzer cookie, and maybe that spice wine. But I want to give you all a little bit of a visual, y'all. There's the pork schnitzel, there's that Linzer cookie. Not a picture of the spice wine, but I'm looking forward to trying that. All right, Heffas, so I'm going to run through this really quick because they have the puppet show that is just about to start. And so here is our Linzer cookie that looks so beautiful. It has that raspberry filling in the center. Y'all, the pork schnitzel, she is definitely not looking sad. She is ready to go to the holiday party. And here is our spice wine. Cheers, Heffas. Oh, y'all, that is so good. If you are a wine drinker, it is a little bit on the sweeter side, but you taste that cinnamon. It is actually a bit warm. I was like a little nervous that it was going to be a bit frosty. Y'all, I am going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy the puppet show, and I'll catch you all back in to let you know what I think about the schnitzel and the cookie.
Someone's ringing your doorbell.
Yeah, I think there's someone at the door.
Open it.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm coming! Wow! Where have I landed? Wow, it's an advent calendar. Oh, straight from Germany. Hello, my name is Bernie Badger. I'm sent from St. Nikolaus to do a little check-up here. Do you know what an advent calendar is? Very western to Germany, and I'm an elf. Yes, and if people need help, I come and I help. Yes.
All right, friends, next stop, we are at the L'Heim stall. And I think what we're going to try over here are a few different things. They have a black and white cookie, which, come on now. I've not had a black and white cookie since like my last holiday visit while I was in New York. So I'm looking forward to trying that. They also have a roulade that I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. They have a smoked salmon latke that I am also interested in. So y'all, we will see what we end up getting. All right, friends, so we are currently in the France Pavilion. So we're waiting for the storyteller, French Santa, to come on up. And while we're waiting for French Santa, y'all, we just left L'Heim and we ended up getting the black and white cookie. Y'all, I did pass on the smoked salmon latke. I wanted to try it so bad, but then I got a little nervous because I'm like, oh, I don't want it to taste fishy. But y'all, we're going to continue to enjoy some of the treats here. Here is the black and white cookie.
Okay, we'll see you tonight.
I cannot wait to try a bite. And then we also got the dark chocolate stout.
Just a surprise.
So why don't we start with the dark chocolate stout first? Cheers, Heffas. I think this is a record cheers, y'all, that we've had together.
He was like, I have 2 weeks off and I'm not doing anything. I was like, you're not coming along? And he was like, no.
Ooh. Yeah, so y'all, this dark chocolate stout is going to be a little bit more on the bitter side. I feel it in the back of my throat. So again, not bad. I am not so much, and this is like funny because I love espresso, that you would think I'd be more of a stout person if I was an avid beer drinker, but dark stouts are like very, very dark, a little bit bitter. So while this has good flavor, certainly not like one of my favorites here today, but if you're someone that loves your stouts, I mean, this is solid. Here you go, co-producer. And you know what, to chase off some of that bitterness of the dark stout, let's get into the black and white cookie.
Like startled to a good news instead of startled away to something where you're like, dog vomiting.
No, this is good. I started out with the white chocolate side. Yeah. She's good, y'all. She was like, you know what? I decided to stop, make a pit stop from New York to come give your taste buds a little bit of flavor. And you know what I appreciate about that is that you get like this like cherry almond taste in the dough.
On a good day, it tastes just an hour. On a bad day, it's
So good. It doesn't taste stale.
okay.
Nice bite. No, it's not crispy at all. It's not a crispy cookie. Definitely on the softer side. Yeah, that's a great way to start off the next show that's going to be happening here in the France Pavilion.
Ce matin, j'ai rencontré en train de 3 grandes oies en gros chemin. Hey, bonjour les amis! Oh, can we all say this? Bonjour!
Bonjour!
Bien. And as we say in my country, Joyeux Noël! That means Joyous Christmas! You might say Merry Christmas, huh? Joyous is better. Maintenant, let me ask. Do you know who I am? Oui, je suis le Père Noël. I would like to share with you one of my favorites. It comes to me from a lovely little girl named Babette, who lived with her old uncle Louis and her brother Francois on a farm near Les Baux in the mountains of Provence. And it will give you a bit of the flavor of the holiday season en France.
Y'all, that was so cute. So I said French Santa. It's Père Noël, who is Santa's helper. So essentially the kids that send Santa letters, he makes sure that the addresses are correct, the return addresses or whatever, and that Santa gets the letters. So it's really cute, and I'm starting to see the theme with all the storytellers that they are embodying characters from within the lore of said country that are like in some shape or form, some sort of like embodiment of peace, love, and joy, helpers to Santa, so to speak. So that's really lovely and really nice, and especially when you have a good treat. So y'all, let's recap a little bit. So the black and white cookie bomb. The dark stout, it was good. Okay, my co-producer, like who I said is the craft beer person, enjoyed it. I thought it was a bit too bitter for me as an espresso lover. But if you were someone that loves dark stouts, I think you would like that one. In revisiting what we also got at the German pavilion, the Linzer cookie, that was good. I think I like the black and white cookie though, y'all, like better than that one. So you know how I like to rate things out of Heffas over here. So I would say the black and white cookie, give it a solid 4. out of 5 Heffas. The Linzer cookie, I'd probably give that like a 2.5 out of 5 Heffas. Like, it's okay. It's not bad. Very soft cookie, has that raspberry filling. And then the schnitzel. Y'all, the schnitzel, I probably give that a 2 out of 5 Heffas. So the issue with it, I'll tell you what I loved actually most. I like the cabbage and like the noodle that was basically served as like the bed for the schnitzel itself. But the schnitzel was not like crispy. It was like at room temperature, and it's cold. It's chilly out here, y'all, for Florida. So it wasn't as crispy or moist even. It was dry. So the schnitzel was actually kind of like the worst part of that. But the cabbage and like the noodle was surprising how good that was. And I'm like, just give me a bowl full of that and let me add my own chicken or something to it. So that's how I felt about the schnitzel, y'all. But that wine, that spice wine, honey, that was delicious. I would give that 3 out of 5 Heffas, because a little bit on the sweeter side, but I love that like red wine, cinnamon taste, very delicious. So y'all, so far, the treats have been good. So we're gonna continue on our journey. We're now actually here at the England or UK pavilion. We're gonna check out what's going on back here and then continue on our journey to get some more good treats. So hang on tight, Heffas. We're gonna make it through the meltdowns and continue to enjoy the festivities. As I believe there's another storyteller that's coming up next, JD. So another storyteller. So looking forward to catching the next character and getting a bit more nosh.
And to you also too, and God bless you and send you a happy new year, and God send you a happy new year. Hear ye, hear ye, to all those gathered here, greetings. Allow me to introduce myself. There are some that would call me Santa Claus. But here in the United Kingdom, I am known as Father Christmas. I welcome you. We gather today to toll the devil's knell. That means we ring a bell for every year since the birth of Christ. Excuse me. 66, 67, 68, what year is it? 2025. For real. Seriously.
It's gonna be a minute.
2024, 2025.
Friends, we are now over at the Canada Pavilion from the UK, and we're at Yukon Kitchen, and we are going to, y'all, tap into this maple leaf shortbread cookie, and then we're going to follow that by a beer flight. You will see these interesting beers. We have the peanut butter banana porter, we have the maple cookie blonde ale, and we also have that brown sugar coffee porter. So I am looking forward to getting into these, y'all. All right, baby, check out this beer flight and the cookie. Y'all, I cannot wait to get into this. So we have our peanut butter banana porter over on the left. To the center, we have our maple cookie blonde ale. And then over to the right, we have that brown sugar coffee porter. And then y'all, look at this delicious looking maple cookie. And we have that filling going on right in the center. Look, the birds see that I have the cookie. I'm like, oh no, buddy. This is all going over here to me. I don't think so. I don't think so, Heffas, little Heffas. But also, my co-producer went to go get the poutine. So let's go ahead and get into these beers and try these out. Starting with that peanut butter banana porter. Y'all, beer flight number 2 here at EPCOT. Cheers. Girl, I have never had a beer that had any type of banana flavoring in it. Y'all, this is solid. I taste more banana than I do peanut butter, for sure. And I was a little bit worried because, you know, things that typically are flavored banana or fruit flavored in general can taste a little artificial. That does not taste artificial at all. And I'm actually kind of shocked that I like that because kind of similar to the that dark chocolate ale. I was like a little bit nervous that maybe our porter would be a bit too like dark, a bit too bitter, y'all, but actually it's just right. I was repositioning the little card. But let's go ahead and get to our center beer, y'all. This is the maple cookie. So this is the one that I feel like would complement the cookie that we got from the pavilion. Ooh, y'all, I like her. I like her. That is a really nice flavor, y'all. The maple cookie, that is delicious, y'all. And let's tuck into the coffee ale last, because you know, what is Java and Journeys without a little bit of Java? Ooh. Okay. The brown sugar coffee. It'll be interesting to see what you think about these. My co-producer just came back, y'all. That brown sugar coffee, that brown sugar hits. It's like that aftertaste. It's like a kick in the back of your throat. That one is a surprise because at first I sipped it and I could taste the coffee. I couldn't taste any brown sugar, but the brown sugar comes after the fact. No, my favorite is that maple. Maple is that girl. That maple cookie is delicious. I think my second maybe it's the brown sugar because that one is like, it's definitely a surprise. The banana, that's wild as okay. I don't think my co-producer like it. You don't like it? The brown sugar comes like afterwards. No. Okay, he does not like the coffee one. I'll drink the coffee one. Because that brown sugar, it's a nice surprise, you know? It's like you start unwrapping that gift and you're like, is this what I think it is? And then you finally write, you're like, okay, yes. So the surprise come after the fact. You're not, okay, he does not like, y'all, I wish I could record his face. He does not like that brown sugar coffee ale at all. So that's probably gonna be all me. The banana one though, what did you think of the banana one?
Those are good.
Yeah, he really likes the first two. He does not like that coffee. Y'all, that banana one is wild. That is wild. And let me show you this poutine over here. Miss Mama's. Listen, also, who came to the holiday party? Who came to the holiday party, y'all? So this is still a part of the Canada Pavilion, just at a separate booth. And y'all, this is pretty much like Thanksgiving on sweet potato fries. We have our cranberry, we have our turkey here, we have our sweet potato fries, we have our poutine chunks. Y'all, get into it. This is what I am looking forward to, and why not, considering that we're coming off the Thanksgiving holiday. But you know what? You could also have a bit of Thanksgiving vibes also for Christmas dinner. Y'all, let's give this a shot. And there's also like a gravy on this as well. Ooh, y'all, I'm a little nervous, but hopefully this is gonna be good. Y'all, here we go. Let's try it out. That's good, JD. No, that is Christmas, Thanksgiving dinner. The meat is moist. The gravy has good flavor, y'all. This may be one of my favorite things I've had today. But I also think because I've had quite a few drinks, I'm like, I need something to soak up all this alcohol. This, y'all, this is that girl. This is delicious. The sun has come out. And drop down in the comments if you love a good poutine. Let me know what you like to have on your poutine, y'all. Like, this is so good. Come on now, Festival of the Holidays. Come on now, girl. I think this is maybe one of my favorite EPCOT festivals simply because everything that we've had for the most part has just been bangers. Like, good in their own ways. What do you think?
It's good. Sweet potato fries is the key.
Well, sweet potato fries, whoever came up with that, As a poutine, smart, brilliant. Give that person a raise. They can also cut me a check too. Y'all, here is our cookie. I am looking forward to trying this. Oh, I smell the maple, y'all. I smell it in the cookie. And what I noticed, let's like take a look under the hood because I think I could just pop this cookie off. So y'all check this out. So this will be like some criticism here. I mean, look, y'all. Like, come on now, girl. Disney girl, come on now. We could have at least made sure the whole cookie got filled and not just a little center part, but you know, it is what it is, Heffas. Let's see if this tastes good. Y'all. The cookie itself has a great maple flavor. Definitely complements that maple beer. The filling is delicious. More filling, please. More filling, please. Come on now. And the cookie is like a shortbread cookie. So it's a really nice crumbly texture. Yeah, just give me more of that. Like, next time, don't cheap out. Just like fill the whole cookie. You know, the flavor is there. I still think, y'all, of all the cookies we've had so far, that black and white cookie has been my favorite. But there's so many cookies, we're not even going to be able to get all the ones that we want to try, which is why we need to come back out here and try some more, right? Get our big back behavior on. Heffas, I'm going to continue to enjoy some of the beer, enjoy the cookie, until we move on to our next experience.
Well, like 5-minute wait.
Yeah, friends. So we are adjacent to Communicore Hall because we went to check out the gingerbread Spaceship Earth. And of course, in this area, they have photo op with Santa. And y'all, the line, at least at the time I'm showing you all this, is not bad at all. I was thinking that there was going to be a massive line to see Santa. Y'all, where the massive line is at is for the cookie. I was thinking about, y'all, ending our beer and cookie journey by getting the salted caramel cookie because it literally has such a stellar reputation. And of course, y'all, of course it does, because look at how large this line is. I thought this was the line to meet Santa. Y'all, there's more people here to get the cookie. But look at the Spaceship Earth. It's so pretty in the light. That's so cool looking. You know, I literally cannot believe that this is gingerbread, but it is. And it's so pretty. This line is not pretty, however. So y'all, I don't know that this salted caramel cookie is going to be happening. This may be where it ends, y'all. Friends, so the cookie is not, that salted caramel cookie is not going to happen right now. I'm going to have to come back some other day, hopefully this week, y'all, since we have blackout dates starting for the rest of the holiday season next week, because that line is just too intense. So we're going to catch Joyful as our last performance for the evening and then head on out. I hope you all enjoy highlights from the performance.
Holiday. And now you're just in time. Get ready to enjoy the celebration of two holiday traditions, Christmas and Kwanzaa, with music, dance, and song. EPCOT is pleased to present Joyful.
Well, hello there, EPCOT.
Now, are y'all ready to celebrate the most wonderful season of the year? I didn't hear everybody. I said, are you ready to celebrate the most wonderful season of the year? Woo! There we go. What about y'all, Joyful? Y'all ready? Well, let's do this then. 1, 2, 3, 4. To see the children laughing, everybody should be dancing. Come on and clap those hands. This happens to be my favorite part. We like to call it the Joyful clap. Come on, Joyful. To see the children laughing, everybody should be dancing.
bottom of the skies, where the angelic hosts proclaim,
Christ is born
in Bethlehem, oh, heart the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
And we're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas. Oh yeah. Everybody shake your hand now. Whoa, we're gonna sing the second verse one more time. Presents and cards are here. My world is filled with cheering you.
This Christmas,
And as I look around, your eyes outshine the town they do. You know the fireside is blazing bright, and we are caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Yeah. This Christmas will be, it's gonna be all for me, and we'll be together to make this Christmas right. Merry Christmas, Epcot.
All right, Heffas, I hope you had a blast here with me at EPCOT to celebrate Festival of the Holidays. Listen, the entertainment was top notch. I truly enjoyed the storytellers. I really love seeing Joyful. Like, what a great way to end a day. We had some good food, honey. We had some good drinks. We just overall had a blast. Y'all, the sun is starting to set. It is chilly out here. And again, I know that this is comical amongst those of you all that live in other parts of the world where it is far colder and snowier, and especially those of you all who are living here in the US, who maybe live in the Northeast, or if you live just further north in general. But with that being said, friends, I am going to go ahead, head on out so I can warm up a bit. I may end up getting another cup of Java here because I am, like I said, freezing. My hands are frigid. But overall, y'all, this has been such a great time. I'm so happy that we were able to connect together, and I'll catch you all on the next journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, join Heffa Nation just in time for the holiday season. I'll catch you all at the next one. Bye, Heffas. See ya.